Get up. It's Monday morning. It's time to get out and fall out and get on the job. Monday morning coming down. Oh man, beautiful day here, I guess. It's clear, I think. It's dark outside, but it's about 66 degrees, and pretty soon the sun will be coming up and I'll be out walking on the golf course. And I'm telling you guys, I can't complain. And then later on, I'll take a ride in the golf cart and the Raven will go take a ride, and on we go. Just as routine as it can get. Remember what was the movie? Uh, was it Groundhog Days or something where it was the same day like over and over and over and over? You know. Well, that's kind of where I am. I'm a qubit. You know what a qubit is, or a quark? You better learn because it's happening. Anyway, what else? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, and all that just went away. It's right now. And right now went poof. Anyway, wait a minute. Never worry about what you cannot change. Very important. Yeah. Why worry about crap we can't do anything about? The news media creates stuff for us to worry about, all right? And if the news media doesn't do it, somebody on YouTube will do it, all right? So enough said. Move on. What else? Today, for your viewing pleasure, I have a video. Oh, I know what it is. It's a picnic. I went on a picnic and I did two videos. So you get one part today and one part tomorrow. Won't that be exciting? I mean, can you imagine a YouTube channel with all this viral content? I'm telling you, it just gets out of hand. It's scary. And anybody that knows what a qubit is and a quark, that's somebody very important or impotent. Anyway, Tracy Phillips. Good morning, Rusty. Rusty, nice walking and chatting video. Thank you, Tracy. Good morning. This is Geezer. He says, beautiful place to walk. You found a great home. I'm happy for you, amigo. Yeah, it's great for me. Thank you very much. Steve, at 77, I do not waste a minute if I can help it. I am the last of 8 siblings. Time waits for no one. No, as far as I know, I don't even know if they know what time is, or I don't know. I don't care what time is now. I used to because I had to run, my life was ruled by it. King for a day, Rusty is the man to ask as far as doing a Class B, Class C, or a truck trailer. He has had experience with all of them. What is it now, 25, 30 years living in them? Rusty, you could write a book on RV travel. I could, but it'll change, and that book be as useless as tits on a boar hog, you know? You ever heard that saying? Useless as tits on a boar hog? Well, a boar hog is a male, and they do have, like we do, have little titties out here, but they're useless on a male, right? But anyway, enough said. Susie, thanks, Rusty, for your opinion on the sway bars or any other towing thing. I really don't want them. Thank you. This is Diz Rama on getting older. Where'd everybody go? Boy, isn't that something? Telling you. Well, some of them are still here, but they're not here. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's a body that's still alive, but the human's gone. We've got a few of those. But anyway, Dizarama, I'm 43. Do you realize that's a mere child, and you'd probably think you're old? I'm trying to prepare myself to live to my hundreds. Well, don't worry about it, and you'll live to your hundreds. You start preparing and thinking about it, you won't make it to 50. 3 of my 4 grandparents lived to their late 90s, and the other one lived to 86. No cancer or anything in my family. I have to have plenty of money set aside to live a long time after retirement. Well, I don't think so. It's not a function. Well, it is, I guess, a function of income, but it's also a function of expenses, you know. But you do you, and I'll do me. I just want to live every day the best I can, and if I live to be 81, that's good if I'm happy, and if I happen to live longer, that's okay too. Mark Hellman, a garden shed is not a tiny home. Well, Mark, how rude. Think of all the people that live in garden sheds and less all around the world. Think about that. There are still millions of people on this planet that don't have running water or electric power. Think of that, huh? Watch some of these videos on YouTube from people in the Ukraine, their daily life, the people in Siberia, their daily life, the people in Guatemala, their daily life, Venezuela, their daily life, and on and on. You'll begin to appreciate this a lot more. That garden shed all of a sudden will look like a mansion. Donnie B, ding, thumbs up to you. Sue C, you're right about aging, Rusty. That's what has shocked me recently. So many people gone I've known, and almost daily a report of an actor or well-known person has passed. Strange times. You got to be careful with those videos and news reports of actors that are dying. Some of them are still alive, you know what I mean? Because there was one rumor that, I can't remember his name, Clint Eastwood had died. He's the only one that doesn't know it. He's still here. Texas lady, I was in the class of 81 and several have passed on. If anyone would like to listen to a pretty song, Last Leaf on the Tree by Willie. It's a pretty song, not promoting anything, just heard it. Yeah, Willie's writing, well, he's at that age, he's like 92, and he's the last leaf on the tree, you know what I mean? Or, he probably feels that way. But it's all right. Whenever you get to be, like I'm 80, and I already understand, why people that are older than me don't mind dying. The reason is the whole world's changed. Everything that they've ever known in their entire life has changed. People's attitudes, children's attitudes, the things we need to learn how to operate. All of that's changed. And then if you lose your ability to keep up, then you got to ask yourself, why are you here? Wayne Smith, words of wisdom, life is precious. It is. It's what it is for sure. But anyway, Strawberry Matcha Girl says, Rusty, I've noticed hitting 80 has hit you hard for some reason. Well, it says, remember, it is true. It truly is just a number. Well, how do you know? How old are you? You have a sharp mind, a healthy body, so I would erase that number from your mind. You're still the same, Rusty. We and you haven't changed a bit except for the numbers. Well, you can believe that if you want to, that the number, I don't care about the numbers. If I'm 5 or 500, doesn't matter to me as long as I've got my health and my mind's still good and still drive a car and go camping and stuff, I'm fine. But no, I'm not worried about the numbers. And as far as you noticing that hitting 80 has made a difference in my life, the only thing it is I just it's a new standard. But you notice changes. I don't care who you are at any age, you're changing. But enough said. JW, so true. You can't go home again, Rusty. You must be the last man standing. You're doing something right. Take care. Well, I exercise and try to eat right, and I have my beer every day. Gary White, JD, and Mike said hello. Where's your beer? Well, I don't drink early in the morning. I use at 4 p.m. is my starting time. Hello to you. Terrell 48. You can still go to Llano State Park. It's still there. And Inks Lake, they're great parks. Yeah, South Llano State Park, it's okay. But I think I will go down to Llano, Texas for a month in about 2 weeks. Yeah, and I ordered me a little trike, electric trike, to take with me. I call it BEV, Bike Electric Vehicle, BEV, BEV. And yeah, it weighs about, I tried to get the lightest one I could find, and you don't mind if I pick my nose, do you? And without the battery, it weighs like 50 pounds. You can take the battery out. And I believe I can get that in the back of the truck easily and secure it. And I can use that to cruise around when I go to Llano or places where you can see. In Llano, from the park where I stay, there's a sidewalk about 5 feet wide that goes all the way into the downtown area, which is about, I don't know, 10 blocks or so. But it's pretty nice, and so I thought I'd try that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I think it will. Yeah, it doesn't have a chain. No, it's not to pedal. It's called an electric bike, but it's actually something else. But no, we'll see. You'll see it. It'll be here in several days. Anyway, Winnie Pocket Nut, cute name. Winnie Pocket Nut. All right. Love South Llano State Park. Never seen as many birds than at that park. There are very nice trails that follow the river. Yeah, there are, and there's a lot of turkeys. That's the reason the park even exists. Is the rancher that owned that area, that land, donated it to the state of Texas, if they would make it like a preserve for the turkeys that have resided there for hundreds of years, if not more. David Wolf, he says, I'm a caretaker for a 102-year-old. You want to talk about where did everybody go? No, I understand that. There's people a lot older than me, for sure. And did you know, here's just a little statistic I stumbled across, because we're always building airports and talking about air flying and stuff. In fact, 80% of the world's population has never flown on an airplane at all, ever. Okay, that's 80% of the world's population. Of that population that does fly, only 2% fly on a regular basis. So you see, it's a very small percentage of the population that uses these airplanes and stuff, but 2% of 100 or 200 or 320 million just in the United States is a lot. Some of the busiest airport in the world is the airport in Atlanta, Georgia. Anyway, B boys, good morning, Rusty. I enjoy my co-workers from the Middle East. We laugh and smile together as Walmart cashiers. Life is culture and connection. Yeah, it is. And the culture is in the language. If you speak the language, then you can understand the culture. Greenkeeper, that Greensmore sounds futuristic. Oh, that they definitely have a futuristic Greensmore here. I think the exhaust pipe fell off on the ground years ago. Anyway, enough said. Margaret says, Buddha bless you. Well, thank you, Margaret. Angel Ann, good day, Rusty. Just a thought Tom maybe took up sitting around the table talking now. Whatever, he does him, and he used to play golf, but we're going to have lunch here in about 5 or 6 weeks. He's having some ankle surgery done. I told him it's like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. He's 79, But anyway, Dogman Chronicles says, I hear you, Rusty. I started losing friends about 20 years ago. Well, the older you get, it's just the way it is. Grateful Graham, hey, Rusty, good morning. Walk time is a thief for sure. Have a wonderful day. Much love and many blessings. Thank you. Last one here, Sir Bowden. Beautiful day. One thing I've learned is that you can't make new old friends. I'd go look for them. Yeah, well, you do you, and I'll do me. But anyway, guys, from Fort Clark Springs, Texas, on a Monday morning, October the 6th, 2025 at 6:05 a.m. Thumbs up, carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link. How about that? And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. Help you avoid gout and all that stuff. Also keep you hydrated. Keep your body hydrated. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slowly. Relieve stress. Lowers your blood pressure. Muy bueno. Do that plenty. Do that a lot of times during the day. And then what else? Stretch. Swivel. Walk. Pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Well, you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier, just doing that, And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. You know what I mean? accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video, the picnic. Adios, guys. Enjoy your morning, Monday morning. Bye-bye.